Good day, friends of the Enterprise Development Property Fund. It's Nigel here coming to you from Rhino, Africa, the offices in Woodstock in Cape Town. What a wonderful setting with the clouds hanging over Table Mountain behind me. Such a beautiful city that we are blessed to live in. Today I want to talk to you about our project called the 50x4 Challenge, No Money Down. What that is that I've challenged myself to a 50-day program where I want to buy 50 properties in 50 days while I'm still 50 for under 50 million rand. At the same time, I've challenged my students to do the same, except that they won't be going in at such a high level with 50 units. They're only going to buy one property per candidate. So in total, we're going to be looking at about 130 properties between myself and my candidates, both here in Cape Town as well as in Johannesburg. The idea behind the 50x4 is that I would like to showcase both to my candidates as well as our viewers that you can purchase property without having to put any of your own money down. Now naturally you require cash because the bank won't lend you all the money. The point of this exercise is to show that you can do this kind of investment and become a property investor without having to put in any of your own money. Now, we're hoping that we'll be successful, and I think that we will be. We have already started interviewing and discussing the idea with a number of people, and that's all part of our preparation work. So, as Stephen Covey always says in his book, begin with the end in mind. So one of the things that we are doing now is that we are planning. We have begun with the end in mind, and the end for this particular project is that we buy, with regard to me in any event, to buy 50 properties over 50 days while I'm still 50 and for under 50 million rand. So in order to prepare for this type of project, there are a couple of things that we need to do. First of all, we need to decide on a structure. We need to make sure that the structure that we have is correct for the kind of investment opportunity that we are looking towards. There are many different structures that you can use, and in one of the first videos that we will show you, where I discuss with our friend Mayor Deval of MDW Attorneys, in fact they are actually based right here behind us in that black glass building there. I had an interview with him, which I will showcase later, where we will talk about structuring of your portfolio before you go in to buy anything. Then we will talk about funding. We will talk about where I'm going to get the money for this opportunity, because like I said, I'm not putting any of my own money in. We'll talk about the legal and financial as well as tax structuring, how to put all of that together to make sure that we are the most efficient from all of those aspects. And then we'll also talk about insurance. So one of the other videos, you will see an interview with somebody from Old Mutual, for example, where we talk about insurance and how do you protect yourself with regard to property investment. So there are plenty of other things that we're going to be talking about over the next couple of weeks and months. The idea is that we will start the whole process from the 1st of February and run for 50 days. So close to the middle of April, the whole project will be done, and we're hoping by then we will be able to buy the 50 properties, and like I said, with my candidates involved, potentially even 130 properties in total. Some of you may or may not know that part of the project, or at least part of the program of EDPF, is to make sure that each of our candidates, by the time they finish our program in year 3, that they each would have at least one property in their portfolio. We always say to them that it doesn't matter how many certificates we give you while you're on our course. If you leave this course after 3 years without having a title deed, then we have failed you. So part of the program and part of this 50x4 challenge is that they come and they buy at least one property, which would then mean that they would have been successful. So follow us in this journey. Do the same if you wish. Use the methodologies that we are hoping to show you through this program, and link to us on our YouTube channel and all the different platforms that we are on, social media platforms, and also check out our website www.edpf.co.za for more information. But we're hoping that you will follow us as we go into this challenge on the 1st of February, and we're hoping that you too will be able to start your own property portfolio without having to necessarily put any of your own money in. We thank you and we say goodbye for now.